Alright, tell me that intro didn't make you at least want to check that game out. What's up guys, this is Heavy Dark and I'm going to be reviewing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Alright, so Ratchet and Clank 3, or Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, is the third installment in the Ratchet and Clank franchise, and while it does a lot of things better than the first, it does have some things that I think hold it back from being superior than going commando. First off, the gameplay. Yes, this game is in the over-the-shoulder perspective, just like the first two installments, but also has an optional first-person mode. This mode allows you to play Ratchet through the first person, which is a choice, I guess. You can't see your body at all, and when you double jump it is extremely difficult to see where you're going to land. This is very disorienting, which is why I opted not to play this way. But if you hate fun and want to punish yourself for wasting your life playing video games, then by all means, try it. So back to the third person perspective. The camera is good, and I find myself falling off edges due to camera issues to be a lot less than the other two titles. And while they did take some stuff out from the previous game, they also did add quite a bit. First, they removed space battles. Instead, you have the ability to fly an aircraft over the land low to the ground. So while there is flying, it's not in space, but it's pretty fun. There is an arena, just like the second game, with the addition of obstacle courses with flame traps and enemies. These challenges are not required to progress, so you can come back later to collect your bolt rewards. I feel this is necessary as at a certain point, you are given the chance to buy guns that you won't be able to afford through regular progression of the game. There is also the swing shot, the dynamo, and hacking terminals, just like in the second game. And the hacking portion of this game is awesome, very interactive, and stressful, which is a good thing. If you take too long to complete the hack, you get overwhelmed easily. There are also several levels to each hack, which gives the later stages an even harder challenge. Another addition is that you get access to a video game terminal that has you play as Captain Quark as he goes through various adventures. And these are a nice refresher and break from the regular gameplay, as it's a side scroller and it's pretty easy. It does have collectibles and secrets that make you want to play them over a few times to get 100%. All in all, this is a Ratchet and Clank game, and it feels like it. There are enough new things to keep it fresh, but enough old that it feels familiar. You won't feel like you're learning a whole new game, and you shouldn't feel like you've done this all before. This game, just like the first two, has a large array of weapons that are all fun in their own way. But what it does better than the first two installments is each weapon has 5 different upgrades, and this is amazing. You feel the power grow with each level up, and you get certain perks, and they change shape and form sometimes as well. Most of the perks are the same, like lock on or shocking nearby enemies, but it's the final upgrade that gives the most satisfaction because the guns change so much. The only thing that holds me back from using fully upgraded weapons is that you don't get XP for that weapon anymore. That means that you're essentially wasting experience that you could have been given to your other non-fully upgraded guns. So you should be careful what you upgrade and how much, as powerful weapons will be able to one-shot enemies, but it's the ammo that you have to worry about. Your weapons might be able to kill the first few dozen enemies you come across in one shot, but if you're out of ammo, then you're stuck using your non-upgraded weapons, which makes progression very difficult. So to avoid this, I would upgrade my weapons to level 5 and then switch them to another, which is a bummer if you really like a certain weapon. I do like the variety that they give you. You do see some familiar guns, but most of them are new and exciting to use. I didn't really see any weapons that were overpowered, but some are definitely more useful and practical than others. You really feel Up Your Arsenal's action gameplay. It's a great time blasting through your enemies and creating havoc. So what is Up Your Arsenal all about? The new crisis is that a supervillain named Dr. Nefarious is threatening the universe, and the only one that has ever been able to stop him was Captain Quark. But Captain Quark was exiled to a jungle planet and lost his mind, and now he thinks he's a monkey. So in order to restore his self-absorbed memories, you play a video game console as Captain Quark, going on a very fictitious adventure from his youth. Upon restoring his memory, the captain creates the Q-Force, a mismatch of various new and old characters that will hopefully be able to defeat the new menace. But most of the plans just involve throwing Ratchet at the problem and having him sort it out, which really gets Up Your Arsenal. It's plot moving. Captain Quark and Dr. Nefarious are the real center of the storyline, and you find out their history throughout the game and what really happened back then. Overall thoughts on the game. I love Ratchet and Clank, and it will always have a special place in my heart. But I gotta say, this one had a little bit too much of the suggestive themes for me to feel like it fit well with the other games. For some reason, this one had a lot of cringy moments that felt really out of place.
My daughter tells me you're a man who's good with his hands, Ratchet.
Sir, I swear I never...
The city's laser shield went down during...
Oh, Agent Clank, you always know exactly what to say to a woman. You know, I'd do anything to play a part in one of your Hollow films.
That could be arranged, Miss Gears.
I seen him run right through our camping site. He was buck naked, screaming and holding a banana. Or maybe it weren't a banana. It could be.
One of nature's mysteries.
She always seems so sweet and innocent in her videos. Well, except for that one with the... You know...
She might possess information about what Nefarious is planning.
I would have loved for this game to be more action and less comedy, although I know that's kind of what the franchise is. They don't take themselves too seriously, and that's fine. I still enjoyed my time playing it, but as far as letting my kids play it, probably not. There are themes in this game that I wouldn't want to have around my younger kids personally, but from a gameplay point of view, this game is solid. The controls are great, the story has just the right amount of cutscenes to where you almost feel like it's a movie, which is a comparison that I made to the second game as well. The characters are goofy and wacky, which gives them their own personality and further creates the universe that you're playing in. While the action is awesome, it is accompanied by humor and nonsense, which can be seen as good or bad depending on what you're looking for. I found Up Your Arsenal for around $15 complete in box, and it took me about 10 to 15 hours to complete at a decent pace. I wasn't rushing. I would take the time to look around and find secrets or complete challenges, but some of them would have taken way too long for me to do. So I ended up not 100%ing this one. But for the money you're spending, with the first game being 15 to 20, the second one being about 20, and the third being as low as $13 on eBay, all complete in box, you might be able to get the entire series for less than 50. And with new games being 60 or more, I would say this is definitely worth it. Well, that's my thoughts and review for Up Your Arsenal. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can follow me for more content related to video games in general. I am mostly going to be doing PlayStation 2 reviews, but I also want to branch out to others soon. Thank you for watching. I am Heavy Dark, and if you follow me on Instagram, you can check out what retro games and consoles I've been adding to the collection, or you can check and see what my pup is up to. The name is Heavy Dark Games, and it will have a picture of my pup on the front. Anyways, I'm Heavy Dark. Catch you later.